Rhea Ripley, known to fans as Mommy or the Nightmare, stands as one of the most commanding and charismatic figures in WWE today. With multiple championships under her belt, she has shattered barriers and redefined what it means to be a top-tier superstar. Her dominance in the women's division, her ability to stand toe-to-toe with any competitor, and her leadership of the original Judgment Day faction before Liv Morgan's involvement have cemented her as a force to be reckoned with. Yet, whispers in the wrestling world suggest Ripley is on the cusp of something even more groundbreaking, an achievement so audacious it could stun the WWE Universe and elevate her already towering legacy to new heights. As Money in the Bank looms and her dynamic presence continues to shape the roster, speculation swirls about what this unthinkable feat could be. It's not just about another title or a predictable storyline, it's something unprecedented, something only Ripley, with her unique blend of athleticism, psychology, and star power, is positioned to achieve. WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash recently weighed in on Ripley's potential during an episode of his podcast, Click This. Known for his candid takes, Nash didn't hold back in praising the former women's world champion, highlighting her rare combination of skills that set her apart from her peers. He suggested that Ripley possesses the athleticism and presence to compete against a significant portion of the male roster, a bold claim that sparks intrigue about her future. Nash initially stated she could take on probably 50% of the male roster, before playfully backtracking, acknowledging the audacity of his statement. His admiration didn't stop there. He emphasized Ripley's complete package, her in-ring ability, her charisma, and her mastery of the psychological aspects of wrestling. She's a star, man, Nash declared. It's tough to put her in the ring. She's super over. She's super everything. One of Nash's key points was Ripley's exceptional ability to sell, an often overlooked skill in modern wrestling. Selling, the art of convincingly reacting to an opponent's offense, is critical to storytelling in the ring. Nash, a veteran of the industry, lamented the decline of this skill, noting, "There's so few people that sell, and Rhea can sell. Like, Rhea knows how to sell. Her ability to make every move look impactful, whether she's delivering or receiving punishment, elevates her matches and draws fans deeper into the narrative." Nash went further, stressing the importance of psychology in Ripley's work. He argued that her offense should be portrayed differently than that of her opponents due to her imposing physicality. For example, a kick from Ripley to someone like Roxanne Perez should feel and be sold as a devastating blow, while a kick from Perez to Ripley might barely register. This attention to detail, Nash believes, is what makes Ripley's performances stand out. Ripley's physical presence is a significant part of her appeal. Standing taller and stronger than many of her peers in the women's division, she embodies a larger-than-life persona reminiscent of wrestling legends like Andre the Giant, Big Show, or Chyna. Nash's comments echo a broader sentiment. Ripley doesn't need to rely on high-flying acrobatics or flashy moves to make an impact. Her size, strength, and commanding aura are her greatest assets, and WWE has wisely leaned into these qualities. Unlike other big competitors who are sometimes booked to perform unnecessary high-risk maneuvers such as Big Show's dropkicks in WCW or Brock Lesnar's early shooting star press, Ripley's offense is grounded in her physical dominance. A simple kick or strike from her feels like it could knock out an opponent, and her ability to sell her opponent's moves with nuance ensures that her matches tell a compelling story. This psychological approach to wrestling is where Ripley truly shines. She understands how to use her size and presence to create a sense of stakes in her matches. When she delivers a move, it's not just about the physical act, it's about conveying power and intent. Conversely, when she sells an opponent's offense, she does so in a way that respects the story being told. For example, a smaller competitor like Alexa Bliss or Roxanne Perez might land a strike, but Ripley's reaction, or lack thereof, can underscore her dominance without diminishing her opponent. This balance is a testament to her in-ring intelligence and her ability to adapt to different opponents, making her a versatile performer capable of working with anyone on the roster. Ripley's journey to this point has been remarkable, from her early days in NXT UK to her breakout run in NXT and her current status as a main roster powerhouse. She has consistently been booked as a dominant force. Her time with the Judgment Day faction showcased her ability to lead and carry a storyline, blending menace with charisma. Even after the group's dynamics shifted with Liv Morgan's involvement, Ripley remained a central figure, her presence commanding attention in every segment. As 2025 unfolds, many believe we are witnessing the peak of Ripley's career, a moment where she has transitioned from a rising star to a bona fide megastar. The concept of a megastar in wrestling is about more than just in-ring success or championship reigns. It's about transcending the sport, becoming a cultural force that draws fans in droves. A megastar's name alone generates buzz, Whether it's through social media engagement, ticket sales, or viewership spikes, Ripley has reached this level. Whenever she's advertised for a show, announced for a match, or even mentioned in passing, fans react, they comment, they tune in, they buy tickets. This level of draw is rare, reserved for only a handful of performers in wrestling history. Ripley's ability to connect with both live audiences and online fans sets her apart. While some wrestlers, like JUSO, face a divide between internet detractors and live crowd supporters, Ripley enjoys near-universal acclaim. Her entrance, her promos, her in-ring work, all of it resonates with fans, creating a phenomenon that goes beyond the typical wrestling star. So, what is this unthinkable feat Ripley is poised to accomplish? While Nash's comments about her competing against male stars are speculative, they point to a possibility that would shake the foundations of WWE. Intergender wrestling, while rare in WWE's modern era, has historical precedent with performers like Chyna, who competed for and won the Intercontinental Championship. Ripley, with her size, strength, and credibility, could feasibly challenge for a men's title or engage in a high-profile intergender storyline. Such a move would be groundbreaking, pushing the boundaries of what women in wrestling are allowed to achieve. It wouldn't just be about winning a championship, it would be about proving that Ripley can hang with anyone, male or female, and come out on top. The upcoming Money in the Bank event could serve as the perfect stage for this storyline to begin. The Money in the Bank briefcase, which grants a championship opportunity at any time, is traditionally split between men's and women's divisions. But what if Ripley won the men's briefcase? Or what if she used a briefcase cash-in to challenge for a men's title, such as the Intercontinental or United States Championship? The shock value alone would electrify the WWE Universe, and Ripley's established dominance makes her the ideal candidate to pull it off. She's already mixed it up with male talent in the past, from her confrontations in the Judgment Day to her ability to hold her own in physical segments. A full-fledged intergender match or title pursuit would take her star power to another level, cementing her as a trailblazer. Beyond the idea of intergender competition, Ripley's next move could involve redefining the women's division itself. She's already conquered the Women's World Championship and established herself as its most dominant holder. But what if she set her sights on unifying titles or creating a new legacy? Perhaps she could push for a cross-brand storyline, challenging top stars from both Raw and SmackDown, or even spearheading a faction that reshapes the division's hierarchy. Her leadership of the Judgment Day proves she can carry a group storyline, and a new faction under her command could dominate WWE in a way we haven't seen since the Four Horsemen or Evolution. Ripley's versatility also opens the door to other possibilities. She could transition into a role that blends in-ring dominance with mainstream appeal, much like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or John Cena. Her charisma and marketability make her a prime candidate for Hollywood crossover, but her heart remains in wrestling. A storyline that sees her balancing WWE commitments with outside ventures could add layers to her character, showcasing her as a global superstar. Alternatively, she could take on a mentor role, elevating younger talent while maintaining her dominance, much like Triple H did in his later career. Whatever path Ripley takes, it's clear she's on the verge of something monumental. Kevin Nash's praise underscores what fans already know. Ripley is a once-in-a-generation talent with the tools to redefine wrestling. Her size, strength, psychology, and charisma make her a unique figure, capable of achieving what others can only dream of. Whether it's challenging for a men's title, reshaping the women's division, or transcending wrestling altogether, Ripley's next move will be unforgettable. As 2025 unfolds, the WWE Universe waits with bated breath to see how the Nightmare will rewrite the history books once again.